take a look at your ankles tonight right after you take your socks off. Do you see deep red indentations pressed into your skin? Or maybe you don't even need to look, maybe you just feel it. That heavy, aching sensation like you're dragging sandbags around the house. And then, right as you finally fall asleep, boom, a sharp, agonizing calf cramp jolts you awake. If any of this sounds familiar, you are likely dealing with poor leg circulation. And most seniors assume this is just a permanent sign of aging, or a cardiovascular disease they just have to live with. Well, you need to hear me out. That heaviness and swelling isn't a permanent life sentence, it's simply a mechanical failure. Blood is getting trapped in your lower legs because the muscle pump that pushes it back up to your heart has gone to sleep. And the encouraging truth? Research proves that just 20 seconds of targeted muscle activation can completely reset your blood flow and start draining that pooled fluid instantly. Welcome back to the Senior Health Podcast, where East meets West to help you move freely, feel younger, and stay independent. Today, Japan's oldest doctor and I are going to give you a simple 30-second test to reveal exactly how well your blood is circulating right now. Then, we'll show you 3 seated exercises that turn your leg muscles into powerful blood pumps, plus 3 daily bonus tips to speed up the healing. Total time is under 10 minutes and you won't even have to stand up. Doctor, why is it so dangerous for seniors to just ignore heavy, swollen legs?
John, it is dangerous because stagnant blood is a breeding ground for clots. When blood sits in the lower legs, metabolic waste builds up and oxygen cannot reach the tissues. That is what causes the pain and the swelling. But the moment you reactivate the body's natural pumping system, the relief is almost immediate. Your body knows how to fix this. We just need to turn the pump back on.
That is incredibly hopeful. I cannot wait to begin the exercises, but first we need to do a quick 30-second diagnostic test together, right?
Yes, everyone, please participate right from your chair. It is very simple. You are starting right now with a perfect score of 5 points. I am going to describe 5 symptoms. For every one that applies to you, you simply subtract 1 point.
Okay, I have my mental notepad ready. What is number 1?
Okay, number 1, do your feet or toes feel cold even when the room is comfortably warm? If yes, minus 1 point. That means warm blood is struggling to reach your extremities. Now number 2. Do your legs feel heavy or tired by the end of a normal, lightly active day? If yes, minus 1 point. That heaviness is fluid, physically pooling in your legs.
I hear that one constantly. All right, what is number 3?
Number 3. Do you notice swelling around your ankles in the evening, or do your shoes feel tighter at night? If yes, minus 1. Number 4. Do you get leg cramps, especially at night? If yes, minus 1 point, because cramps happen when muscles are starved of oxygen. And number 5. Do you see new spider veins or varicose veins popping up? If yes, subtract your final point.
Okay, the test is done. How should people interpret their scores?
If you scored a 5, your circulation is strong. If you scored a 3 or a 4, your body is sending early warning signals. And if you scored a 2 or lower, please pay very close attention today. But do not be discouraged. The lower your score today, the more dramatic your improvement will be over the next 2 weeks.
That is a fantastic challenge. So before we move on, I want everyone watching to go down to the comments right now and type your score, just a simple number from 1 to 5. This will document your exact day 1 baseline.
Yes, please share, because in 2 weeks you are going to take this test again, and I want you to see the proof of your own healing.
Now, doctor, before we dive into the 3 exercises, I think everyone needs a quick understanding of the mechanics. Why does blood get trapped in our legs after 60?
Yes, but I will keep this brief because I want to start with the exercises. Your heart easily pushes blood down to your toes. The hard part is getting it back up against gravity. Inside your leg veins are tiny one-way valves. They open to let blood push upward, then snap shut to stop it from falling backward. As we age, those valves weaken and blood leaks backward.
So what actually pushes the blood back up if the valves are weak?
Muscular contraction. That is the secret. Every time a leg muscle contracts, it physically squeezes the veins and forces the blood upward. Cardiologists literally call the calf muscle the second heart, but when you sit still, that pump stops. The blood sits. The circulation drops.
And that drop happens pretty quickly, right?
Frighteningly fast. Scientists measured blood flow behind the knee during prolonged sitting. After just 30 minutes, blood flow velocity dropped measurably. After 60 minutes, it dropped by 50%, half the normal flow just from sitting in a chair. This is exactly how blood clots form.
Wow, that explains why airlines tell you to move your feet on long flights.
Exactly. But here's the good news. That same research showed that just 20 seconds of targeted calf muscle activation resets the blood flow almost entirely. That is less time than it takes to pour a glass of water.
Let's dive into the solution then. And to everyone listening, remember to watch the screen to see exactly how these movements are done. Feel free to pause the video if you need a moment. Doctor, what is exercise number 3?
We are counting down to the most powerful movement. Exercise number 3 is the seated march. Sit in a sturdy chair, feet flat, back tall. Simply lift your right knee a few inches off the seat. Place it down, lift the left knee. Place it down. You are marching in place.
That sounds very simple. Are there specific details to get right?
Yes. 2 details make this work. First, lift with intention. Do not just use momentum. Deliberately contract the thigh muscle so you feel the front of your leg tighten. Second, place your foot down silently. If your foot is slapping the floor, you're going too fast. A quiet placement means your muscle is working on the way down too.
What pace should people aim for?
Steady, like a ticking clock. 1 lift per second, no rushing. Circulation responds best to slow, rhythmic movement. Do this for a full 60 seconds. By the end, you will feel a gentle warmth spreading through your thighs.
I can feel that warmth already. It feels great.
That is fresh, oxygenated blood arriving in the muscles. Just make sure you stay upright and don't lean back into the chair. Let the hip flexors and quads do the work.
Okay, 60 seconds of the seated march. Let's keep up that pace. What is exercise number 2?
Exercise number 2 is the seated leg extension with toe point. This is brilliant because you get the thigh pump and the calf pump in a single movement. Start in the same seated position. Slowly straighten your right leg out in front of you until it is roughly parallel to the floor.
Okay, my leg is extended. What next?
Point your toes away from you, like a ballet dancer. Feel your calf muscle tighten into a hard contraction. Hold for 2 seconds, then pull your toes back toward your shin. Feel the calf stretch. Now slowly bend the knee and lower your foot back to the floor.
What is happening inside the veins when we do this?
When you extend the knee, your quadriceps squeeze the large veins in your thigh. When you point your toes, your calf muscle squeezes the deep veins in your lower leg. When you pull your toes back, the calf relaxes, creating a vacuum that allows the veins to refill with fresh blood. It is a full circulation flush from ankle to hip.
Let's do a few together. Put your right leg out, straighten. Then point the toes, pull back, and slowly lower. And the same for the left leg, out, then extend, point and hold. Then slowly go back to our starting position.
Perfect form, John. Aim for 10 repetitions on each leg. The toe point is the absolute star of the show here, because the calf muscles wrap directly around your deepest veins.
What if someone has bad knees and straightening the leg fully is painful?
Just extend the leg only as far as is comfortable. Even if the knee stays slightly bent, just do the toe point. You can even skip the leg extension entirely and do toe points with your feet resting on the floor. Point away, pull back. You will still get that powerful calf pump.
Small steps are also steps. Now, before we get to our number one most important exercise, we want to ask everyone listening to please take a second to hit the like button.
Please do so because it helps this video reach other seniors who are silently struggling with heavy legs.
Okay, doctor, let's continue. What is exercise number one?
Exercise number one is the seated calf pump. I call it the second heart activator. This is not about counting reps. It is about sustained rhythmic pumping to clear out pooled fluid. Sit tall, feet flat on the floor, hip width apart.
I'm ready. What is the action?
Keep the balls of your feet and your toes firmly on the ground. Now, lift both heels off the floor as high as they will possibly go. Squeeze your calves hard at the top. Then slowly lower your heels back down. That is one pump.
Let's do a few. Heels up, squeeze at the top, and down. Up, squeeze, and down.
Keep going. Imagine your calves are literally wringing out a wet towel. Every single contraction forces stagnant fluid up and out of the lower leg. After about 30 seconds, you should feel a burn building in your calves. That is lactic acid, and it means the muscles are working hard enough to make a real difference.
If the burn gets too intense, should they stop?
Just pause for 10 seconds, let the blood clear, and then resume. I want you to do this for 2 full minutes. I made this exercise number one because you can do it anywhere. Watching the news, talking on the phone, sitting at dinner. It requires nothing but your own 2 feet.
Are there ways to make it harder for those who need a challenge?
Yes. Try doing it one leg at a time. Keep your left foot flat and raise only the right heel for 20 pumps, then switch. This doubles the load. Or place a thick book under the balls of your feet so your heels start lower than your toes. That creates a larger range of motion and a vastly more powerful pump.
So the full routine is seated march for 60 seconds, leg extensions for 10 reps per leg, and the calf pump for 2 minutes. That is barely 5 minutes total.
Exactly. Do the full routine at least once a day. Ideally in the afternoon or evening when fluid has accumulated. But a quick warning, do not do these exercises within 1 hour of bedtime.
Why is that?
Because we are moving a lot of pooled fluid back into your central system. Your kidneys will filter it, and if you do this right before bed, you will be waking up all night to use the bathroom. Give your body an hour to process the fluid first.
That is a great practical tip. All right, we have the exercises down. Let's get into the 3 bonus circulation boosters we promised.
Okay, these 3 daily habits I am about to share amplify everything we just did. Bonus number 1 is the hydration timing trick. When you are dehydrated, your blood becomes thick and viscous, making it much harder to push through narrow veins.
And I assume many seniors are chronically dehydrated?
They are, but they also make a massive timing mistake. They drink very little all morning, then try to catch up by chugging water after dinner. This floods the system right before bed, causing ankle swelling, while leaving their blood thick during the daytime when they need circulation the most.
So what is the fix?
Front-loading. Drink the majority of your daily water in the first half of the day. By 3 or 4 p.m., most of your water should already be in your system. Then taper off in the evening. This keeps your blood flowing smoothly during active hours and reduces the overnight fluid burden on your legs.
Brilliant. What is bonus number 2?
Bonus number 2 is one food that helps and one habit that hurts. The food is beets. Beetroot is rich in natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide to widen your blood vessels. Wider vessels mean faster blood flow. 2 to 3 servings a week makes a real difference.
And the habit that hurts?
Crossing your legs while sitting? When you cross one leg tightly over the other, you physically compress the major veins running behind your knees. You are kinking the main highway back to your heart. And most people do this in the evening, exactly when their circulation is at its weakest.
Just uncrossing your legs could save you from swollen ankles. Okay, what is the final bonus?
Bonus 3 is the 20-20 rule. Remember that blood flow drops by 50% after 30 minutes of sitting. To beat that, every 20 minutes, give your legs 20 seconds of movement, 10 calf pumps, or a quick seated march.
So just 20 seconds resets the circulation clock?
Yes. If you sit for 10 hours a day, that is 30 opportunities to send a fresh wave of blood through your veins. Over a week, that is over 200 circulation resets that would never have happened otherwise.
Doctor, this changes everything. We aren't just managing swelling, we are manually overriding the stagnation.
Exactly, your body wants to heal. It just needs you to press the right buttons.
Okay, before we close, here is my challenge to everyone watching. Do these 3 exercises today. Stop crossing your legs tonight. Do this every day for 2 weeks. Then come back to this video and take the 30-second test again. Tell us your new score in the comments, drop a like, and hit subscribe. And make sure to watch this next episode.
Oh, this is a good one. People should see this.
Definitely watch. See you there.